I have not seen a team get dominated like this since the Globo Gym Purple Cobras dominated the Skills That Kills in the Dodgeball Invitational before losing to Average Joe's Gymnasium. Absolute beat down. Vegas Golden Knights get trucked. Anybody catch the license plate on that bus? 5-2, the Minnesota Wild get the win. And Matt Boldy right out in front. His line cooking. We got a lot to discuss. It is, what time is it? What time is it? It's postcast time.
You are Locked On Wild Postcast, part of Locked On Minnesota on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
The Minnesota Wild put the Vegas Golden Knights in the blender tonight by a score of 5-2. And the Wild, we got to do a rundown on the numbers. 9-1-1 in their last 11 games. They get their second win to start off a 7-game road trip. They are 21-3-4 since November 1st. And they left no doubt in this game. I know Vegas made a little push at the end of the game, but that's like a garbage time touchdown when you're down 30-0. 5 goals against Carter Hart in 26 minutes of ice time tonight. And the Wild left no doubt. They scored 2 goals in the first 30 seconds of either period, the first and the second, which is the first time that has ever happened in franchise history. The line combination of Matt Boldy, Eriksson Ek, Marcus Johansson, all a +4 tonight. Marcus Johansson with his second career 4-point night, the first of which came against the Minnesota Wild. How about that? And Matt Boldy has 25 goals on the season, a night in which Kirill, Kaprizov and Quinn Hughes were able to kick back, and they just let that second line go to work and eat. Big dogs got to eat. And Carter Hart, adios. Alex, your thoughts now that I have gotten all the sugar out of my system?
Yeah, I posted the Office chili gif of that was Carter Hart tonight.
Oh.
Yes. You just after Hertl got tossed, you knew the Wild were going to dominate because they were down Eichel, down Hertl. So it made Vegas's life just miserable without their 2 top centers, and Wild took advantage. I thought Jared Spurgeon had an awesome game tonight too. Throwback game for the captain. So that was great to see. And the second line, we talked about it on the episode, just a few hours ago around this time. If they have that second line, they are extremely dangerous because, Kaprizov didn't have to really do much tonight because the second line took over.
So let's start with the Tomas Hertl ejection. You're done for the night. I've seen a lot of reaction wondering what was Ryan Hartman doing? And I immediately look at him like, I don't know, maybe he was trying to play the puck
Yes.
that was behind him when the play was going on. Like, am I missing something here? Like, he was playing the puck and Hertl just comes flying in like a Mack truck going down one of those embankments to try to stop. And it is, I'm sorry, seemed like a pretty easy call to me. And the Wild, to quote Dodgeball again, they went Gordon on the bit after that. When Gordon saw his wife up in the bleachers with the other guy, and she's laughing, having a good time, and his kids look at him and they are just mad in their hearts. And Gordon is like, you know what? I'm going to absolutely annihilate the rest of this team, the varsity dodgeball team. I just watched Dodgeball the other day. That's why all these references are coming out. But they went Gordon on the bit, and they just beat the snot out of the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, look at all of these numbers. We'll talk about the power play in a little bit. I'm not going to overlook that. I've seen a lot of people mention that so far. I mean, look at these numbers: 27-16 in shots on goal. The Wild handled the faceoff circle. Vegas handled the hits, but that's because they were in chase mode the whole night. They were in chase mode trying to run the Wild down the entirety of the game. The Wild also blocked 20 shots. Eriksson Ek's face in the graphic that I have says it all. Just absolutely took the Vegas Golden Knights out to lunch. And I mean, this one was a laugher early.
Exactly. And, Vegas, they have some issues in the back end. They don't have the horses right now. And Wild really took advantage, made their decor tired. And Ek is just a hoss right now. He's doing everything.
Yeah.
He's doing everything, man.
He just crushed. He crushed Vegas again. And I mean, 3 goals, 8 assists for that second line. Matt Boldy with the 2-point night. He was a +4. Eriksson Ek with the 2-point night. He was a +4. And Marcus Johansson had a goal and 3 assists. You also get goals from Brock Faber and Jared Spurgeon. Good call on Jared Spurgeon having a vintage performance. 2 points, 6 blocks. Jonas Brodin also with a couple of assists. Just full-fledged unleashing of the second line to come away with this win here tonight.
Yeah, huge. We talked about we were going through the road schedule here, the roadie, and just getting this off to a great start. Two big wins. Taking down Winnipeg and Vegas. It makes things easier coming up here. And hey, look at San Jose. They are just kicking butt with Celebrini. He's putting himself into the MVP race at 19 years old. The Wild have had some crazy games with San Jose, so that should be another entertaining game coming up here for sure.
I want to look at the deeper numbers. The Minnesota Wild had a .686 expected goals against Carter Hart, and he gave up 5 goals. A 4.31 goals saved below expected. And they generated 1.02 expected goals against Akira Schmid in the 33 minutes that he played. I thought he had some dandy saves, but all told, the Minnesota Wild, they look, sometimes you've got to really earn it. Sometimes you got to go to the net and really earn your opportunities. The Wild did a good job of just continuing to pepper some really bad Carter Hart goaltending in this game. They had all told 44 unblocked shot attempts. 38 of those came from low danger. 6 of them came from medium danger. So it's not like they did a ton of net crashing in this game, but you take what you're given. You take what you're given. And in this game, Carter Hart was putrid, and the Wild, they just got out the bowl and they just started eating.
Yeah, pedal to the metal. People are complaining that they kind of slowed down in the third, but hey, you're beating Vegas by that many goals. You don't see that too often, and they took advantage of a shorthanded Vegas team, and you like to see that. Guys had all sorts of confidence tonight going, and Gus didn't really have to do much tonight, and just one of those weird games, but everybody kind of contributed, which was great to see.
Yeah, and on the flip side of it too, you got that 5-minute power play, and the Wild had 3 total shots on goal.
Yeah,
that's you can't have that. And fortunately for the Wild, they feasted in 5-on-5 here tonight. But which they typically do, right? That's the Wild's bread and butter is 5-on-5 play. They're one of the best at it in the league. Special teams can be a nightmare at times, as we know.
and that will definitely have to get better for come playoff time. But they hang with most teams 5-on-5.
Speaking of, the Minnesota Wild have vaulted to 14th in the league in 5-on-5 goals this year. They were just having a heck of a time trying to get further up that list. They now have vaulted to 14th in the league as far as 5-on-5 goals. Okay, now let me refresh the table. Okay, they're 26th in the league in 5-on-5 goals. I don't know what number I was looking at. Thanks for nothing, Money Puck. But they're plus 8 now in 5-on-5 goals. They had been in negative territory for a while, but now they are the 4th hardest team to score 5-on-5 goals against, and plus 8 in the 5-on-5 category. The best road penalty kill in the league continues to do their thing. They were 2 for 2 against the Vegas Golden Knights. And Michael Russo said it as well. In the first 2 periods, the Wild had 1 bad shift. That was it. It was literally all they had was 1 bad shift, and it led to a goal. As much as you'd like to see the Wild just completely throttle a team like that, you got to tip your cap to Vegas. A good team like that will make a push. We saw the Minnesota Wild do it against the Colorado Avalanche, even though the Avalanche mostly dominated that game. Good teams make a push. It is really hard to keep good teams down for the entirety of the game. You just got to hope you get to them early so that then once they make a little bit of their push, you pull the reins back and you kind of take order back like they did at the end of the third.
100%. Vegas is kind of a mess right now. No Eichel, he's the engine of that team. And their goaltending, I don't think they're finished getting another goalie because Carter Hart was not the answer. I don't know what they were thinking. It was like they tried to put like a dollar store Band-Aid on their situation, and it's not sticking to the skin there in Vegas. Aiden Hill, who knows what he's going to look like when he gets back. So it's been a long layoff for him. And the Wild just have the better horses right now.
The Carter Hart acquisition was like 1-ply toilet paper on a carotid artery slash. Just not going to get it done. But here tonight, the just solid work again, and we're seeing some of the.
I'm seeing some pushback on Urov on the top line. Let the kid grow and play into that role. I mean, they won by 3 goals tonight, people. It's just one sees don't grow on trees. Obviously, you could move Ek up there, but that second line is getting so much good chemistry together. The kid really doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes, and him playing with Kaprizov, he's with his fellow countryman. Keep that going. It's obviously going to be hard to find a 1C out there. We'll see if any teams start to really tank, but I don't know. Ryan O'Reilly I just don't see Nashville trading him in the division, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, Nashville. See, this is kind of the stance that I've taken on the trade front. I would love to see, and I'm sure Bill Guerin is monitoring the trade front, but you got about a month before any sort of trading is really going to get going in earnest. The Wilds, they grabbed the reins of that Quinn Hughes situation. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, that could have played out. That could have played out for a couple of weeks. Right. Vancouver had no hurry to try to trade Quinn Hughes, and so the
prior relationship really saved the day there with Guerin and Rutherford. Rutherford's not even the GM, and he's like, Patrick Alvin, I got this one, which is very strange for a president to do that.
He's like, I'm not in charge. Let me make the decision. Which, by the way, after the break, we got to talk about. It's out there now. We got to talk about the welcome wagon that the Wild gave Quinn Hughes when they went to get him.
Yeah, amazing.
Because
The Escalade and all that. But I mean,
That's
yeah,
like
people are for a trade deadline. I mean, the usual suspects aren't the usual suspects anymore. Anaheim's playing great, or they little struggle, but they've been playing a lot better. San Jose, they don't really need to make trades now. So yeah, the usual suspects aren't.
what about this Rossi guy from Vancouver? Could provide some needed center depth.
Oh, that's good stuff, Matthew.
That's an A+. That's A+ from Matthew. So on the trade front, the Nashville Predators are 7-3. I love how people are saying they've made it to 500. They are not 500. They're 17-4. If I teach you one thing at Lockdown Wild, it's that 17-4 means 17-21.
Professor Seth.
That is not 500. Like, this is the Draymond Green poking Kevin Durant in the chest meme, and I'm screaming over and over, 17-4 is not 500.
Right.
Shaking my screen. But they're 7-3 in their last 10, and they now are in the 5th spot in the division because they have finally, after 2 years, they have finally figured out how to win some games. So now they may not be as inclined to sell as they previously were. The Winnipeg Jets are 7th in the division. They have lost 6 games in a row. They are in crisis right now in Winnipeg. So as much as we looked at the Nashville Predators as a potential trade target, what about the Winnipeg Jets? And let me tell you, they got a couple of guys on their second line that are in need of No, I'm kidding. I can't bring myself to suggest the possibility of Ghost Nyquist.
Oh my God. About the other night, the other night at offsides, potential offsides, that was just ironic of of everything.
I gut laughed. I was like, of course. Of course it's Nyquist. It's always been Nyquist.
Always.
And then you have the absolute husk of Jonathan Taves winning faceoffs, and that's it.
Yeah, that's if Kyle Connor doesn't score for them, I mean they don't know what to do. It's a mess up north there.
But then you look on the other side, a team that is rapidly falling out of it. That I'm starting to get a little intrigued by. Sens Central.
Yeah.
The Ottawa Senators are in absolute tailspin mode right now.
They don't have a goalie.
They do not have a goalie. They do have a little bit of center depth, though.
Yeah.
So they might be a possibility that popped up out of nowhere as far as trade pieces go. The Buffalo Sabres are never going to lose a game again.
They saw the Bills struggling, and they're like, well, now it's our turn to win for Terry Pagula. It's just amazing. 9 in a row. Good for them. Maybe all it took was Kevin Adams just to get the heck out of there,
I guess. So now if Bill Guerin calls the Buffalo Sabres and says, hey, is Tage Thompson available? What about Alex Tuck? The response that he's going to get
Jason
now
Zucker.
Is,
can we take Jason Zucker back?
Jason Zucker. I'd be down for that. But this is why I have been so adamant that it's going to be a month before you really have any idea. Because as bad as like the Senators have played lately,
Detroit's winning now too. And the team that would have guys on there. But do you see Austin Matthews just completely stumble? Oh man, that was crazy.
He might be broken. Craig
Right.
Berube might have finally shattered what's left
Yes,
of the psyche.
Gringotts Bank.
Oh, Craig Berube Goblin,
Yes.
who moonlights as the Gringotts bank accountant, is yelling on the bench, "Hey guys, we need to dial in and play better defense." So it's going to be the Senators are 1 point out of a wild card spot right now. So as bad as they've played, they're not out of it. At this point, your options as far as teams that are like tapped out are Chicago. That's basically it.
Yeah, how about that? They just nosedived after Bedard. Yeah, that was. Oh my goodness! There's and Spencer Knight. He gave up like 4 goals in the first like 10 minutes against the Penguins the other night. Yeah, just this is a mess.
The Columbus Blue Jackets and the Toronto Maple Leafs have 40 points. That's the lowest point total in the Eastern Conference.
They made a trade today.
The following teams all have fewer points than Toronto and Columbus: the Seattle Kraken, the Utah Mammoth, the Nashville Predators, the Calgary Flames, the St. Louis Blues, the Vancouver Canucks, the Winnipeg Jets, and the Chicago Blackhawks. Folks, I am delighted to report that the playoff situation in the Western Conference is all but decided, minus catastrophic injury. There are no shortage of, there are no more than 8 teams that are on their deathbed right now before 2026 has even started. And the Winnipeg Jets, the Vancouver Canucks, and the Chicago Blackhawks are the deadest of them all. So that's about where your trade possibilities are coming from as of right now. So you got to kind of wait for other people to hop in the pool. And as of right now, it just hasn't happened.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. So it's a waiting game, which is why Bill Guerin struck while the iron was hot to get Quinn Hughes so that nobody else could, so that he had him for like 1 2/3 of a season at minimum. I still think it's going to be longer.
It's going to be Dallas in the playoffs too. Someone put in the comment. Yeah, I mean they're not catching the Avs, so it's going to be Dallas. It's going to be Jake Ottinger, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, Mikko Rantanen's kind of turned into a villain down there. We'll see if he has any antics in the postseason. But yeah, Dallas is lurking to make a move because they have to use the LTIR money for Sagan having another season-ending injury. His body's starting to break down there. They've been rumored for Rasmus Anderson for a long time now. We'll see if they make that move. I mean, they have Heiskanen and Hartley already as offensive defensemen, but yeah, I guess but I think they need another forward, but we'll see.
Who knows? The Colorado Avalanche have only missed.
They don't lose. They've
only missed 11 total points in 38 games so far this season.
It's just insane. Like, I mean, Wedgwood and Blackwood, the Woods. I mean, they don't even have to be elite. I mean, they haven't really been elite before in their careers, but they're just on. It's like Kemper from when they won the Cup.
The Colorado Avalanche at plus 66 in the goals department is better than Dallas and Minnesota combined, is better than the entire differential of the Eastern Conference combined. And it is
Ron brings up an intriguing name too in the comments if you want to pull that up too.
Nick Schmaltz.
I do that in a heartbeat. He's he always kills the Wild. I mean, he did earlier this season too. Played at North Dakota. Would fit in great on the power play and help out.
It does feel like the Leafs are on a crash course for a midlife crisis, an admission that there is a problem that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. You know, there's one guy on that Leafs team that is the quintessential Bill Guerin player, Max Domi. I know people don't really like him, but a lot of people don't like him. But you know, if you're thinking of a player that played like Bill Guerin, it's Max Domi.
2 years ago, I was banging the table for him before Dallas acquired him for like a 4th round pick. And then I asked Russo if there was any interest, and he was like, "Not really."
Yeah, he's playing on their top line right now,
Yeah,
just because of.
He wasn't dismissive of it. He just was like, "Yeah, they really weren't interested in him," which is a shame because I feel like a pit bull could be of use.
Yes,
to
especially
team.
if it's Dallas too, because you know they're gonna cause some craziness.
Hey,
well, thank goodness Marchment's not on that team anymore.
At this point, just go get Logan Stanley and hope that he plays with the Wild like he does against the Wild.
Right.
That wildebeest on skates.
Right.
Just for some reason, he turns into just Dustin Byfuglien out here.
It's crazy.
Like, just I don't even know. A menace, just an absolute menace out there. Tell you what, we're gonna sneak in just a quick break. It's a small break, and then we'll come back. We gotta talk about what the Wild rolled out on the carpet for Quinn Hughes, and we'll take a look at the upcoming portion of the road trip. Plus, I want to talk a little bit more about the fact that the Western Conference playoff picture is pretty much already set, and I also would like to talk about player of the year for 2025. And that means last year into this year. That's all coming up as we continue tonight's postcast. Minnesota Wild clobber, gouge the eyes out of the Vegas Golden Knights by a score of 5-2. It wasn't that close. More postcast coming up after this. Tonight's postcast is brought to you by Game Time. There is nothing like being near the ice during hockey season. The speed, the hits, the atmosphere is completely unmatched. Watching at home is great, but being in the building is a completely different experience. The only thing that used to get in the way was actually getting tickets, long queues, endless screens, and prices changing at checkout. That's why the Game Time app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing NHL tickets and experiences in just a few easy taps. And with the World Junior Championships in Minnesota as we speak, perfect opportunity for you to get tickets to see Team Canada, to see Team USA, Team Denmark, Team Switzerland. Whichever team you are looking to see in person, Game Time can help get you there. And best of all, no hidden fees. And if you're going to an arena for the first time, not sure what the sight lines are, Game Time is going to lob that to you alley-oop style as well. They'll show you exactly what you see from your seats before you even set foot in them. So take the guesswork out of buying NHL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNHL. That's LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Minnesota Wild absolutely let fly the dogs of war against the Vegas Golden Knights. 5-2 was the final score. A reminder for all of you wonderful listeners, our next live show is 8 o'clock tonight, since it is after midnight. 8 p.m. Denny is going to have Scott Bugstead on the show. Fantastic opportunity to dive into his career, which he had some very, very elite seasons with his NHL career. So make sure to tune in for that. Denny's going to lay out his possible trade targets for the Minnesota Wild. It's going to be an unforgettable show, so make sure that you don't miss out, because if you do, well, you may as well put on a Vegas sweater. So make sure to check that out. 8 p.m. on YouTube, right here on Locked On Wild. Can you tell I ate like a full thing of candy before I hopped on the stream? Because you know what it was, actually?
You made it safe after all the basketball announcing.
Yeah, and I went to McDonald's because I was hungry. They still had holiday pies, so I had 2 of them. I was like, I can't just eat one of these. I got to get 2. So I am I'm a little sugar high-ish right now, which means the crash is going to be absurd. So you got beat by the Minnesota Wilds. That does impress me much. I am working on, and this will probably be part of what we ring in the new year with, trade possibilities. But as I just talked about, we're a little on the early side. There are going to be some teams that absolutely free fall that I will look into, such as the Utah Mammoth, such as the Ottawa Senators, such as the Winnipeg Jets. We'll look into possibilities for trade. I'm targeting centers only, because as much as it would be nice to maybe add another wing.
The chat brought up Blake Coleman. I mean, I talked to you about him last year too.
Yeah.
He's a guy that is a pain in the in the what to play against. He loves to shoot the puck. Played college hockey, so that's always a +1 in my book too. The contract is what it is with them.
Jess Myers with the headline of the night: Minnesota Wild hit the jackpot in Vegas blowout. God, that's so good. That is so good. Meanwhile, gotta send.
Hey, they have a day off, right? I wonder if they go out in Vegas tonight and celebrate. Well, because they don't play tomorrow. So
no, because of all the flight issues that they had in the Winnipeg game.
Oh yeah. It might be a night out on the town.
Can I just throw out there as well, just one little thing? I love the fact that the NHL has the moratorium around Christmas. Flying out the day of, like a varsity or like a beer league hockey outlet, is such garbage. Flying out the day of
Columbus, they had all sorts of issues. They couldn't get out until way late today. Just a mess. I don't know what the deal is with their plane situation.
They still absolutely billy clubbed the Senators.
The Senators are it's a complete free fall.
Maybe we will get Claude Giroux after all. Actually, how is he doing? I don't know if he's doing all.
It's amazing. It's amazing he's still playing. I saw like a photo the other day of him when he was really young, and him and Daniel Briere just were completely hammered. It's just like, it's amazing that he's still going, and Briere's a GM now.
So here are the center options off the Sens. Tim Stützle, he's off limits. Dylan Cousins, who is a -12 in 38 games. He does have 11 goals.
He got the most punchable face in the league by the players, which is hilarious.
Add him to the mix. Claude Giroux has 27 points. He has 7 goals. Is a +9 in 38 games this year. So he's playing more of a wing. Remember how everybody was begging for the Wild to go get David Perron, and I threw an absolute tantrum? He has 7 goals in 38 games.
Maybe the Perron of 10 years ago. The fact he's still going is good for him. He's had a heck of a long career. Britt put in the chat, anybody see that Czechia game winner overtime against Finland? That's David Jiricek's brother. I was joking with you in our like group chat. I was like, "Hey, can we switch brothers?"
Yeah, please.
His brother's of course a Blues draft pick, so we'll be seeing Adam Jiricek soon enough with the Blues.
With any luck, they'll trade him for another Logan Mailloux type player because they just can't have enough of those.
Yes.
Shane Pinto.
Ooh, the gambling man.
12 goals in 28 games. The Senators have an outrageous win-loss record when he gets multiple points in a game.
Yeah.
They're like 33-1 or some just obnoxiously crazy number.
North Dakota guy. Yeah.
Is he? I wonder what his contract situation is. He
just got a big deal.
Yeah. Rats. Well, I don't know. That shouldn't preclude them from making deals. But
no,
other than that, it's like Ridley Grieg.
Remember him last year, the empty net where he shot it into the empty net and just chaos happened. Yeah, he's kind of a yeah.
Oh yeah, get that guy. Absolutely,
he's a maniac.
I want a little bit. I want a little bit of agitation. I want a little bit of somebody that's going to shake up the champagne bottle and then go open it in somebody's face.
Yeah, no, that's Nick Cousins for you too. I mean, he was with Florida when they won a cup. So.
Go pluck somebody out of the latest round of Lightning versus Panthers that got like 90 penalty minutes and put them on the roster.
just insane. The Battle of Florida is getting reckless.
Speaking of, let's just rewind back because that was this past weekend, was it not?
Yeah, I mean, there was an image of like Tampa at one point had 6 guys in the box, which was nuts.
All right, that was here. It is. Tampa Bay won it 4-2. Team stats.
They called up a guy who's like 6'8" too. Yeah, if you get their roster.
Last 87
like
penalty
Douglas
minutes
or whatever. Yeah.
87 penalty minutes for Tampa Bay. 49,
they have some goons on their team now. Tampa's got some goons.
49 for the Lightning or for the Panthers. Scott Sebrine.
Yeah, he was a former Sen.
26 penalty minutes and 6.5 minutes on
He's
ice.
An absolute goon.
The
fact he's in the league is Look at bring up that one guy. I think he's like 6'8" too. He's just an absolute goon. Douglas.
Oh, would that be Charlie Edouard Disastrous? His last name is literally D-ASTOUS. Or Maxwell Crozier.
Yeah, he's a big dude
Steven
too.
Stantini, Declan Carlisle. Yeah, they have just they've got some names. Zygmus Gurgensons.
Yeah, Latvian.
He is 6'3", 197. Got 5 goals on the season. Love that name. Yeah. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at these possibilities as far as trade goes way more seriously than we are now. We're vibing out. We're having a good time.
Yes.
Pittsburgh, I maintain, Alex, I know you share this same opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see there being any way, even with Pittsburgh now outside of the playoff picture, I just don't see any way that Sidney Crosby moves.
No, it's just, it's like same thing with Chris Letang. Yeah, I mean, they don't seem to want to move Erik Karlsson either. I can't see it. I would hate to see Crosby leave the Penguins. Same thing, Malkin.
I will go intercept him myself if he heads to Colorado.
Yeah.
So at this point, like you're basically, if you can get it, and I will just say, I know Bill Guerin is working on it. And what do we know about Bill Guerin? His preferred trade is one that is not on the books.
He's always lurking too. You never know.
It is a trade that is not on the radar, is not out in public.
Someone brought up Charlie Stramel. I mean, Yeah, he's had a bounce back season. I I don't think he's going to be a top 6 guy. If he was going to be a top 6 guy with the Wild, they would have already signed him after last season too. So, I mean, that he's definitely a trade chip.
I think as far as trade chips that are most desirable right now, I think you flip back to the defense. I think Carson Lambos is probably the centerpiece of whatever the next deal is.
Yeah, I don't know why he can't stick here. I don't know what the deal is with that, but you can definitely offer him to teams because teams are always going to be enamored by first round draft picks. They can hang around.
Yeah, they can fix them. They know what to do. It's just a matter of finding a way to get them on the table. So I'll put some lists together, but
also Anita wants to talk about what they rolled out for Quinn Hughes.
Oh, good call. Thank you for pulling me back on topic. So, let me pull up the Athletic to get the entirety of the list. It's ridiculous, but in a good way. I love because it further details just how serious the Minnesota Wild were about making this happen, which is rightfully so. It's the right approach. It's absolutely what they needed to do in order to seal the deal. And it ended up being absolutely what was needed to get it done. It included, amongst other things, it included an Escalade. It included his favorite meal. They picked him up in Craig Leopold's private jet, amongst other things. Like they rolled out a full level of red carpet to go get this done. And that's why I think Quinn Hughes was so adamant that he was going to remember this when it came to looking at his next deal.
Oh, Bert's asking about the player that got stuck in traffic and had to walk to the arena. It was Travis Boyd in Calgary because they were stuck in traffic, and he just got out of the car and ran to the Saddle Dome, and he got there right before warm-ups. Yeah, I'll never forget that one.
Here's the full list. They sent an Escalade to Jack Hughes' house to pick him up. They had Quinn's favorite meal waiting on the plane. They had a table full of his favorite food at the hotel. They had a large amount of Wild jerseys for him and his family. The next day, they had a brand new BMW waiting for him in Minnesota.
I don't think people. I know some people know this, but Craig Leopold married into the Johnson & Johnson family. So they have, it's like the Donald Duck jumping into the pile of gold. I mean, he made money, and then he married into an even richer family. So they have just buku amounts of cash to do what they want.
Don't you dare clip me doing the repeated, just launching dollar bills into the air like Craig Leopold. He married right. That's for sure.
I
will. I'll go get the $5 in cash that I have right now, and I will make it rain up in here. But this is why I know there are frustrations with Craig Leopold at times.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the GD Twins right now. Look at the Twins ownership situation right now, and be thankful that you have an owner such as
the
Craig
opposite
Leopold. Because all of this to make Quinn Hughes feel welcome, straight out of his pocket.
Right. No doubt about it. Yeah.
You think Tom Polad, you think TP is going to really do that?
That family wanted to contract the own team that they owned. They wanted to get rid of the Twins.
Hideous. So yeah, now that we have completely derailed on tonight's postcast, I think that is a perfect spot to hit the park button. The Minnesota Wilds, I've run out of synonyms for strangled. Absolutely pilfered. They old yellered. They took him out behind the shed, and the rest was history. They brought them into the empty room like Joe Pesci in Casino, and or Goodfellas. It was Goodfellas.
Your Enron comment tonight was absolutely hilarious too.
Yeah,
Chernobyl.
I haven't seen a meltdown like that from Carter Hart since the Enron stock debacle, or
So
since
good.
Chernobyl. This was like Joe Pesci walking into the empty room and getting shot in the back of the head. That's what the Minnesota Wild did to the Vegas Golden Knights tonight.
Someone said we can catch Dallas for the second seed. Well, I mean, the 2 plays the 3 anyway, so it's like, all right. Well, I mean, you get home ice, I guess, but you're still playing Dallas.
We can catch Dallas.
Yeah, and then just play them anyways.
Final thought for tonight is perfect from Caden here. Need more appreciation for what Boldy is doing right now. He's playing every bit as good as Kirill Kaprizov.
It goes better. It goes back to the playoff series versus Vegas. He absolutely took over that playoff series and then rode that momentum into this, the beginning of this season. And he's playing at a superstar level, no matter what somebody in Southern Minnesota says. He's on a MVP, not MVP, but a superstar level.
The player of the year for 2025 is as follows. From January 1st to today, as far as Minnesota Wild players go, it's Matt Boldy, because he has 89 points from January 1st to December 30th, 39 goals. Next closest is Kirill Kaprizov with 25 goals and 53 points. Matt Boldy, the Minnesota Wild Player of the Year. Book it.
Yes.
Light it up. Put it on the stamps. No, sorry, Bob. Gus Nyquist is not going to win it this year.
A transaction of the year.
Yeah, Gus Nyquist is face on the milk carton of the year for the Minnesota Wild.
John Merrill has my vote. Matt Cook was a close second.
Yeah, I would have also accepted Justin Brazeau as an example, as an answer.
He had a hat trick the other night again, just a random hat trick. That random pickup, Ryan Wright, who are Martin Hansel, just all sorts of remember all these names? Oh my goodness. Nick
Delorier.
Yeah. Who's the guy that we got from Calgary? Look it up. It just the most like basic name. Remember a few years ago, somebody will. Yeah, we have to look it up because the most basic name. Type like Wild made a trade with Calgary or something.
Mike Google. Smith. Is that it?
That's a goalie.
I'm not getting anything as far as John Doe.
Someone look that up. We made a trade.
Put it in the comments. We'll get it. Yeah. It's not.
Yes, David Jones. I couldn't. Thank you, Sean. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of it. It was the most basic name. I was like, who is this guy? Thank you, Sean. I was like, what the heck?
Wasn't he a cult leader that made all the people drink all the Kool-Aid? And he can't score on the power play. What a coincidence.
Yes. Yes, 2016. I was like, oh man. How about God. Ben Jones still doesn't have a point, right?
Yes. Reprehensible at best. I'm forwarding these comments to Charles Chapon at your university. Let's find David Jones' stats here. David Jones, I wonder if he goes by Davey. Help. I
am the captain now.
He in 16 games for the Minnesota Wild, he scored 2 goals, had 3 total points.
A memorable.
He got stuffed in a locker. It wasn't his though.
I thought David Jones was a singer. Ryan White.
Ryan White.
Talk about an absolute goon from the Arizona Coyotes.
For the Minnesota Wild in 19 games, he had 2 goals, 1 assist. He was a -8.
Just a disastrous pickup.
Oops. Yikes. Yeah, maybe we stop making those types of trades.
A throwback that older fans will remember, Chris Simon. Look up Chris Simon. That trade that the Wild made. Yes, look up Chris Simon. An absolute goon.
Another sign that I need to go to bed. I typed crisis into my keyboard. A great hockey player. Chris Simon, Minnesota Wild, 0 for 10. He had 16 penalty minutes in 10 games, no points.
That was one of the worst trades they've ever made.
Buku bucks. Buku bucks. All right, everybody. I think, as has been pointed out, this is the most Minnesota goodbye of all time.
Yes.
For a postcast, but we got 100 people in here at 12:30.
Thank you, everybody, all over the world. Thank you.
After the Minnesota Wild did to the Vegas Golden Knights what the mobster guy did in the movie playing in Home Alone to the guy that came to his door when he told him to get his no good keister off his property. And then he said at the end, "Keep the change, you filthy animal."
Yes.
All right, let's go. Way too many movie references tonight. I will let you know about Wednesday. I may have some New Year's Eve plans, but if not, we will postcast. We're gonna connect with JD for a crossover to look at that game against the Sharks. Macklin Celebrini has like 90 million points. So we'll take a look at how to possibly stop him. You can't. Yeah. But the main point tonight is Minnesota Wild. They took the Vegas Joe Pesci's into the empty room and clipped them. We will have Denny's show coming up for you at 8 p.m. So what is the math on that? 20 hours from now. Right here on YouTube, 8 p.m. Tuesday, we will have his show with Scott Bukestead. So join us then. I'll have an episode at some point tomorrow, depending on how the work day goes. But Minnesota Wilds lobbed them up, chopped them up, diced them up as they beat the Vegas Golden Knights 5-2. We'll catch you for the next episode. Make sure to like on your way out for the night. This has been another Locked On Wild postcast right here on your home for daily Minnesota Wild news and notes. Locked On Wild, your team every day.